Okay, thank you all. This is the first. I'll start off by saying thank you all for 100 subs. We hit it, I think, yesterday, and yeah, I'd like to thank you a lot. I'm actually making something. I'm planning something that I think you'll like for the 100 sub special. There's going to be a Rogue Ninja story. I've decided, and if you like this video, like, subscribe, and let's get this video started. It'll only be a short one. It'll be a short one, but only around 20 minutes long, but I have good reasons. So we start off with Naruto. I think he was yeah, it was the next day, and Naruto created a shadow clone to stay behind on in the house because he thought something was up, and he left with Kakashi, Tazuna, and the rest of Team 7, and they went to the bridge with Tazuna, and he was going to start building, and then Zabuza attacks. I'm going to make this quick. Land of Waves, it's an okay arc. I just find it quite boring to listen listen to it over and over again through what ifs. So I'll make it quite short. Naruto, he's fighting Haku, and he absolutely destroys him. The Shadow Clone also wrecks the bandits, and Naruto was running over to Zabuza to stop Haku from jumping in front of Zabuza, and he knocks him out, and Kakashi does a Chidori to the chest, and Naruto, they have this. Zabuza's dying, and Naruto does some more talk no jutsu. Says he says, "How could you do that? Haku's not a toy, and or not a tool. I mean." And Zabuza says, "Yeah, I know," and stuff like that. Like what he says in canon, he says, "Take care of him for me." Yeah. So and then Zabuza dies. Gato is behind, starts clapping and saying, "Thank you for doing my job for me," something like that. And then he says to all of them, all the bandits, he says, "Kill them," and Naruto just makes 100 shadow clones, and they body everyone. And Haku, quite mad, Haku wakes up and quite mad, just uses his ice release and destroys destroys Gato. And yeah, actually no, I'm gonna make Haku a female for some 18 plus parts, if you know what I mean. Anyway, Naruto, Haku, she kills Gato, and God, that feels so weird saying Gato dies to Haku, and well, they go back to the village. Yes, I'm making it quite fast. so I can get to the good stuff. So they go back to the village with Haku because, well, Zabuza says, protect her for me, something like that. And Naruto, Kakashi and Naruto decide to, honor the last wish and take Haku with them. And yeah, Kakashi, Naruto, and Sasuke and Sakura, as well as Haku, when they get to the village, they're like, who is she? And they explain, and they go to the Hokage's office, and this is in front of the gate, and then they go to the Hokage's office, and they knock on the door of 4th Hokage, and open it, and they say, we found this on our mission, and then they explain what happened on the mission, and who Haku is, and, what Zabuza's last wish for her was, dying wishes for her was, and, Minato says, yeah, fine, okay, I'll make some papers for her, and, Naruto, is looking at Haku, and Haku has been acting weird around Naruto, if you know what I mean. Pink cheeks, yeah, and pink cheeks, and she's like trying to avoid eye contact a lot of the time. And Naruto sees this, and he thinks he knows what's going on. Well, he knows what's going on, but he doesn't pay any mind to it. He knows that he's going to have to do have to have someone someday. Fucking never mind. So Naruto, he's just walking around one day, and then he gets a message to meet up with Kakashi, and Team 7 meets up with Kakashi, and they say, Kakashi says, I'm signing you up for the tuning exams, and and how do you guys want to do it? Sasuke says, yeah, I want to do it, but I don't think this dope is, trained enough, he don't think he's competent enough to participate in the tuning exams. And Sakura says, yeah, my Sasuke's right, and well, if he wants to go into it, I guess I will. And Naruto, he's getting a bit mad. He says, yeah, I'm going in. And Sakura just says, what the hell do you think you can do, huh? And Naruto says, don't you get it? And Sakura says, what do you mean? And same with Sasuke, they say at the same time, what do you mean? Naruto says, I can, not participate in the tuning exams if you want, but that would mean that you two wouldn't be able to participate either, because we have to compete in teams. And they hear this and they're like, okay, fine. And Sasuke's thinking in his head, maybe we could hold on. Yep. Maybe we can, ditch the ditch Naruto in the tuning exams. And hold on, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I think it was at Kakashi talking about the tuning exams. Okay, yeah. Next couple of days pass, and Naruto is walking around the leaf, and he turns and sees Konohamaru being held by, I think it was either his arm or his collar by a kid around his age, with white and purple markings on his face, and Naruto just walks up to him and says, "Hey, I'd put him down if I were you." And the kid says, "Oh, what? What will you do?" And Naruto says, "It's not what I would do, but it's what the Hokage would do." And um, Kon- uh, Konkoro, yeah, Konkoro says, "What would he do?" And Naruto says, "Well, you're assaulting the third Hokage's grandson, so I imagine it'd be something severe." And Konkoro just lets go of Konohamaru and makes a like psh sound and looks in the other direction like he's kind of mad. And uh Konohamaru says, "Big brother Naruto," and runs up to Naruto, and Naruto just says, hey hey Konohamaru," and he said, "How you doing?" And Konohamaru says, "Yeah, I'm doing fine. I've been working on the sexy jutsu, and I've gotten pretty good at it." And Naruto says, "Alright, I bet I could beat you though." Oh, no, sorry. Konohamaru says, "I've gotten pretty good at it. I think I could beat you now." And Naruto says, "You want to try?" And Konohamaru says, "Let's do it." And people, or Sasuke, Sakura, Tamari, and Konkoro are just looking at um, Konohamaru and Naruto as if they're like about to kill each other, like watching them as it looks like they're about to kill each other, and they have a like Wild West stance, and they're just looking, and then Konohamaru says three, Naruto says two, and Konohamaru says one, and they both say go, and at the same time they say sexy jutsu, and you know how that goes down. Konohamaru gets beaten by Naruto, and Sakura just tries to whack Naruto in the head, and Naruto just holds a like catches a punch with his pinky finger while staring at Konohamaru and talking, and the arguing about whose sexy jutsu was better, and he was like, "No, mine was." And uh Tamari is just like just looking like, "What the heck are these what the heck are Leaf Shinobi up to these days? Like, why are they doing this?" And Konkoro says, these kids, or the these other kids, they're absolutely dumb, or like idiotic. And Gara is just looking at them like they're weak. And Sasuke is trying to hold back a laugh about how, because he thinks Naruto is so weak that he'd resort to that kind of jutsu. And Naruto just stops, looks up at the tree that Gara was in, and says, "Hey, Sandman, who do you think won?" And Gara just drops down and says, "How did you see me?" And Naruto says, "Oh, it was quite easy. You're quite bad at hiding your presence, you know." And Gara says, "I've been working on it for years. How do you, how dare you insult my my since nope, fuck, that's called my um hmm my it's not sensing, it's presence hiding. I'll just say that. I've been working on hiding my presence for years. Yeah, that's good enough. It's good enough. Yeah, and I've been working on my hiding my presence for years, and Naruto just says, "Well, if that's how good you are after years of training, then the sand must be shit at teaching their getting." And Garo hears this and he's like, "What did you say to me?" And I said, "Oh, Naruto says, do you think I was talking to you?" "No, I was talking about the Sand Village." And Gaara says, "I know that, but..." And then Naruto says, "I know you know, but I know You know, I know, but I know you thought you knew, but you didn't know. If you can follow that, then good job, you're smart. And Gary just says, what? And notices, in dumb people's terms, because you're not smart in the sand, you didn't know what I knew, or you didn't know that I knew that you didn't know. And, Gary says, okay, know about what? And Naruto says, are you that dense? And Gary says, um, how dare you call me dense? And Naruto says, well, you are, because of how bad you are at keeping up with people. And Gary is just so confused, and he just says, Tamari, Konkoro, let's go. And Sasuke's watching this and like, what the fuck did he just say? It sounded like he was talking gibberish. And Naruto just turns around, looks up at the tree Sasuke is in, and says, you know, it's not good at it's not good eavesdropping on other people. And Sasuke, he drops and is like, how did you know I was here? And Naruto says, just like I said with Gaara, except it's not the Leaf who's bad at teaching people, it's you who is not naturally gifted or naturally talented. And then they get on a whole rant about how Sasuke is talented, and same with Sakura on Sasuke's side, same with Konohamaru on Naruto's side, saying, well, we're stronger than you and you guys are weak. And Sasuke is saying, no, we're stronger than you and you guys are weak. Because how do you guys compare us to you, because that, you know, jutsu you made. And Naruto says, oh yeah. And then he looks at Konohamaru and he says, do it. And Konohamaru says, right. And Konohamaru says, sexy jutsu. And Naruto says, reverse sexy jutsu. And Konohamaru turns into a female and Naruto turns into a male, and they both don't have clothes on. And, you know, Sasuke and Sakura both just, well, do what Ibisu does, or whatever his name is. Yeah, I think it was Ibisu. They both just cartwheel, or like start spinning off with blood shooting out their nose. Yeah, that's basically what happens. And Naruto, and it says, Konohamaru, let's go. And then a couple weeks pass, and then the tuning exams come up. I'm gonna get a tiny bit into the tuning exams. They start, and they go into the room, and Sasuke and Sakura are like, we don't even need you here. Why would they make it so that all three teammates had to, enter the tuning exams together if they didn't, they didn't have to. And Naruto says, well, yes, and then he explains about the meaning of teamwork and why the tuning exams is so important to have all three people on your team working together and going in the tuning exams together. And Sasuke and Sakura, they were trying to block out Naruto, but they couldn't, because he was saying really interesting things about how the shinobi, some stuff like that. And then they get to the room that they're supposed to go in, and Naruto says it's a genjutsu, and Sasuke and Sakura are like, what do you mean? Because they're weaker in this one. They don't know how to spell genjutsu. Naruto says right there, they dispel the genjutsu, and they see it was the wrong room, and then they see the right room appear. So they go into that room, and they open the door, and guess who's there, right in their faces? Yep, Menma and Mito. I haven't mentioned them in a while. I've frankly forgotten them. But yeah, Menma and Mito, I'm gonna work on them for a while. Now, Min and Mito have been trying, flashback. Min and Mito have been doing high rank missions, but they're failing hardly at them, and almost all of them they've failed. The ones that they haven't failed, they've gotten really injured in, like a protection mission, because Minato, he still thinks that they're children of prophecy. Same with Jiraiya and Tsunade, and they've been training them, and their training's going nowhere. They can only make like 5 shadow clones, and that's it. Or Naruto, meanwhile, can make I mean, he's the reincarnation of Kaguya, so I'd guess about I'll just pick a random number. So 800 million. He can summon 800 million shadow clones. So yeah, they enter the room and they see Menma and Mito. Menma and Mito are fucking high and mighty as ever, and they're like thinking that they're the greatest in the entire world. And yeah, I'm gonna leave it off here because it's getting quite long. Remember, like, subscribe, and 100 subs special. You guys look forward to it. Okay, see you guys later.